6 o'clock, everybody. Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Mark,
I'm here.
Ron, Jean here, Angie, and I'm here. We do have a quorum. All right, at this point in time, we're going to move into the budget meeting for 25-26. This is the public hearing regarding the proposed budget for the fiscal year 25-26. Kathy will briefly go over the budget, answer any of your questions. If you'd like to speak, fill out a form. Kathy has the forms. It's budget's pretty cut and dry. So that's fine. So Kathy, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stand so
Yeah,
that the
please.
people behind me can hear me. Okay, water sales. I'm a little lower than the actual income that we had last year. We had a couple big months of revenue from Rock Pro for quarry water to keep the dust down. They don't anticipate that happening, so I brought that revenue down lower than I had originally in the tentative budget that they approved last month. That's about all for the income part. Then obviously the water purchase down below, I adjusted that down as well. So that brought that down $2,600 because we won't be purchasing that much water. Most of the stuff has kind of stayed the same based on the previous year. We don't anticipate quite as much of payroll for operations. About the same as what I had budgeted last year for administrative, just to cover just in case. Let's see, water operators always the same. Water testing is usually always the same. We got away with a little bit less this year, but I anticipate that going back up. Disinfect. What?
No.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine. Disinfection and testing supplies. We really desperately need a new handheld digital. That's going to cost almost $1,000, so we have a little bit extra in there for that. Pipes, meters, and fittings. I bumped it up a little because we've got the tariff issues coming in. Probably very soon, not hopefully, but I'm anticipating costs going up a little bit. There's not a lot of explaining there to do. Electricity, I just rounded up on that. Let's see. What else we got going on here that you guys might have a question on? I wanted to talk to the board about permits this year and whether or not we think we might be able to get exempt. Maintenance and repair. We came down half on that. Last year we had to replace all 4 tires on the truck, and that was a huge expense, but I'm anticipating it not be nearly as much, just the oil changes and that type of thing, so I was able to cut that in half. Let's see. Annie might need a new computer. Hers is starting to bog down, so I had to throw in a little bit of money for that. Bad debt expense. That's just what we end up some years having to write off when customers move away without paying their bills and that type of thing. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yeah, there's not really a lot else on here to go over. Grant income is just the balance remaining. That's really the bottom line. We're hoping to get this project done. So that's just the balance remaining. We've got actually 2 years. It's till the end of the following year, until the end of 2026 to have the project done. So some of it might end up going over. I hope not. But that's about really all I have. Does anybody have any questions before I turn it over to comments? No? Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
that was on for a minute.
We have no request to speak. So at this time, I'm going to call this hearing concluded, and we will take it up in September for vote.
No, we have
Oh,
to
it's
vote
on
on that,
the
we have to
agenda,
approve
okay.
it, yeah.
And we'll take the vote later in the
Did you
meeting.
guys have any questions? No? I mean, you saw it last month, but I did change some things. I took off the dump trailer, I did not mention that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
We talked about it,
Yeah.
so that's why I didn't see it here, so.
And if you notice the loss that I'm showing, the transfer from reserves, the minus 2,600, that's all we're down. And as long as I think we stay pretty conservative, we might just want to take the rate increase off this year. The only issue with that being that the income still has half of the Rock Pro's possible use in there. I didn't take it all out. So if we don't get any of that, then it's going to be more difficult to pay back the capital improvement and savings account that we withdrew, you know.
Well, we'll talk more about the rate increase.
In August,
in a month,
right.
in
But
August.
I wanted to say it.
Yeah, in July and August. We'll talk
August.
about it in July and have it on the agenda in August.
Yeah, I was going to say, you tabled it till August. so
Yeah,
we're-
yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'd like a second and a move and a second
I move we approve the budget.
to the board minute. Okay, all in favor?
Wait a second, hold on. Are we approving the budget's down below? You're talking
No,
the minutes,
board
right?
minutes.
Okay.
Budget.
Yeah.
I like the budget.
No, it's on the agenda. Okay, board minutes have been seconded and approved. Board members report. Mark,
I have nothing.
okay. Ron?
You guys addressed it yesterday, what my concerns were.
Okay, all right. Angie?
Yep.
Gene?
Well, looking at the balance sheet, it looks like offhand there's a big problem, but I assume that the big difference in money between April and May is because of our contracts and paying off the contract with the grant money. So
Yeah.
that doesn't really concern me. I think we're looking at basically the same thing we've always been looking at, and that is breaking even, and that's what our goal is. And so we're accomplishing our goal, if that's true. And it looks to me like it is, and I want to appreciate again Kathy and you guys work for us that are keeping all of this in line for us. And,
Thank you.
much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay.
Um,
Gene has something else he wants to say.
Yeah, and the only, well, it doesn't bother me. Part of my report is always the water loss. We went from 35% in February to 28% in March to 0 in April, and now we're 47.
I know.
Yeah.
I,
Boggles my mind.
you know, I've looked at that for 10 years, and I still have no clue.
Yeah.
I'll read a letter here. Board of Directors, I submit this letter to you as my official letter of resignation from the board effective immediately. I want to say it's been a great 10 years.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Really hate to see you go. Well, I'm glad to see you go.
Thank you.
You wouldn't think I didn't like you if I didn't tease you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, you've done a good job,
Thank you,
and
Mark.
on behalf of the board, which some of the board doesn't know this. Wait a minute.
What?
No, you gotta stay for the whole meeting, Gene.
Yeah, the officially.
Yeah, you just can't
You
leave
can't
yet.
just leave yet.
I was just going to sit down and do it.
Oh, no.
No, you're still on the,
Yeah.
You're on board till the end of the meeting.
yep.
Oh, my letter said immediately.
Immediately after the meeting.
Immediately after I read the letter. Thank you.
But anyway, that's for you, hang it on your wall or use it for target practice, whatever you have. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you, Jean.
Appreciate everything.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jean.
Yeah. Okay, move on to manager's report. I don't know if you have anything else to say much.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay,
I'm sorry, but I do.
that's okay.
Okay, critical infrastructure. We had a meeting yesterday with the county, which went, I'd say, pretty well. The county agreed to waive the need completely for slurry backfill as long as Petburn Construction was willing to increase the width of the asphalt to put the seam between existing and new asphalt further into the road so that it doesn't fall right where the tires land. And to make sure that compaction meets with standards.
Now, let me say something right here for everybody's knowledge. Our fines do not meet county standards for compaction. They do partway, but not the fine stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so they'll
Yeah,
be
Petburn
bringing
had
in
it.
whatever that other stuff is called. It's a three-letter.
Yeah, they're gonna
thing.
use AB.
Yeah.
That's what-
Fresh base, that's a
Okay.
normal.
Yeah, that's normal. It's already in the budget, or in the bid for the AB, so,
Okay.
okay, I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
no, no, you're
I
good,
was
you're
saying
good.
what was on my mind.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'll just skip that part, 'cause I kind of already said it. Yeah, I think everybody left the meeting feeling pretty good about what's gonna happen, so I think we're good.
No, it was good.
Water loss, yeah, I'm really sad about that. I
I-
don't know if it's because of the sale from our pro, I know that's kind of what you were
I-
It went
thinking.
down a couple hundred thousand gallons of sales, so.
Yeah,
The math doesn't work out.
Doesn't match, yeah.
yeah,
I couldn't hear
no.
you, what was that, Mark?
Well, we had, I don't know, I think by memory, 800,000 gallons last month, or the month before last, and we had zero loss. And then we just dropped to 600,000 gallons, but we jumped up to 47% loss.
No idea where it's going?
In the ground, I would guess. But-
Well, I know that.
Yeah, no, but no.
Flush
My guess, my take is a lot of small leaks. I mean, that's-
Yeah, and we still have some people stealing water.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That doesn't account for all.
We have, I bet you about half of that's somebody stealing the water.
Maybe.
And we're cutting it down, I thought, by blocks and taking meters out and stuff like that, but I don't know. That's just boggles my mind. Okay, go ahead, Kathy, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine. Financial report, the additional funds we received from the large usage of water in April from Rock Pros. I'd like to take about half of that and replenish our capital improvement. It makes me nervous having it at half
Good
like
idea.
it is, so I want to get that back if you guys are okay with that. Customer issues. We have a couple disgruntled customers after our latest leak repair. One customer provided me with some suggestions on procedures we could/should have in place after doing some online digging, and I have already provided you with all of that information for review. I know you guys wanted some more time besides the couple
Okay,
days
now,
that
I'm
I've
gonna make
given
a
you.
comment on that. That's an operational item, it's not a board item.
Okay,
That's strictly an operational item, and you're dealing with it. So it's not a board item.
okay.
There's no decision has to be made on that. So it's not a board item.
Okay.
Unless you change the policy. then-
Well, if we change policies, which we probably will have with some more research, then it'll be a board item. But at this point in time,
Well, we're working on the SOP, so I
well,
didn't know
okay.
if you guys
When
wanted
that
to
comes
wait
about,
on
it will
that.
be a board item, but not at this point in time. So that's a moot point.
Okay, so that's the end of that. Rate and fee schedule review. Last month, I requested a date for our executive session covering changes to our policies with regards to our fee schedule. As I stated in my monthly email to you all, I would like to change the date on that. I haven't gotten together all the information for that, but I would like to change
Yeah,
some of those items.
Yeah, we'll change it to
So-
make it easy on us.
Hopefully, and our customers.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can set up a date in July, but I'll get with you guys later on that. And that's really all I had.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Continue the infrastructure project discussion, which is not much to discuss right now.
What did you have?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about you.
It's easy to do.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry. Matt, yeah,
We had 2 leaks this month. One of them drained the tank, down to 1 foot overnight. That got taken care of. This month, we've had several donations. We've got a pressure washer. Malcolm got it up and running. Monday, we got a box of tools, sockets and stuff
That's all.
donated. And then we have a small fridge in the office, so we can have cold drinks
Good.
on the hot days when we're out there. Tomorrow, the truck goes in for brakes. We'll get that fixed. All the manuals for the tools and stuff, I found them all over the place. They are
Oh, I'm
now
sure
in
you
a
did.
single book, which
Yeah,
is right
okay,
here.
Good.
They're all together and it's marked on the back.
Cool.
The meter testing station now has electric out there, which also gives us more electric use in the yard itself. And then finally, you guys saw this tool when I first made it. I made a new one, so we can actually have two.
Oh, 1-inch pipe, okay.
Right, we can have two, take out a meter, plug these in, we can flush the service line, and then we can also run a second one and a hose up to the customer's spigot and
Oh.
back it, flush it into the, and not flood the box.
Yeah, that was the box, not being mud.
Right, so we can flush it all out of there, and that takes care of that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
that pretty much is it.
Okay, cool. All right, now, go back to the infrastructure project. We really don't have much to say on it.
When are they starting?
As soon as I get the bullet points report done and send it out for everybody to approve and sign.
Yeah,
So hopefully the next day or so we'll be able to get that emailed and
yeah,
they'll start next week.
yeah. Yeah, he said he could start next week if we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Joe, he could start next week. Okay, old business. Continue the discussion on the plans to bring the facilities at Big Marsh up to approved BLM standards.
Should I have taken that off the agenda? Did we table that as well last month?
Yeah, we tabled
Till
that.
August
Let's
or
table that till
September?
August. Yeah, we did that last month.
September.
It was September? Okay.
Yeah, okay, September, yeah. But I'm not in any big hurry to do that.
And it's awful
Right
hot
now,
to do
the
it
heat.
now.
It's too hot.
Yeah, so we'll just talk about it in August, or September rather, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do another motion on that because I think it was. supposed
No,
to
it
be
was,
previously.
we took it off last.
Yeah, that was my bad. Okay.
Okay, new business. Okay, like a motion and a second to approve the tentative budget for fiscal year 25-26. All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. I'm just waiting for Kathy to stop, right?
Huh? No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. All right, at this time, I would like to have a motion and a second to appoint a new board member to replace Mr. Anderson, which is going to be very hard to replace. I wondered if he'd hear that. Lance Rowland, who has been in and out of chloride for a long time. He's owned his own business, he's been in the water business, got a lot of common sense. And so I'd like a motion and a second to bring him on for the remainder of Gene's term.
I have a question with that. Do we
Sure.
have to advertise that?
No.
No, because we're
Let
replacing
me
him.
explain. He's retiring before his membership term is
We can
up.
appoint anybody.
So we can appoint.
Yeah, we can, that's how.
And then they're up for
That's how I
election.
got off.
Right, and then they're up for election at the next.
Yeah, no, we.
I like the book.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, we've been through that before.
Yes, we have.
Reminds me, you have to do that. You have to get the petition filled out. You missed it last time. You have to get the 10 signatures and all that stuff. We have to go, yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Okay,
Might be a big deal.
I have a motion and a second. Did I get that?
Ron made a motion.
Okay, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Lance, come up here. Let everybody see
Take a
you.
bow. yeah.
Well, I don't think he's actually gonna do anything. until-
No, I just want him up here.
Hopefully catch up.
I did question the common sense comment.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be nice. That's what I said about you.
I think you know me really well.
So anyway, welcome, Lance. Thank you for your, volunteering.
Welcome.
Yeah, and you'll get into it. It's gonna be a little new for you probably for a while, but you'll get into it.
Learning slope is going to be about like
Okay, cool. A motion and a second to adjourn.
A motion.
All in favor? We're adjourned.
I don't think Malcolm can,
no.
yeah. I think he
Is
just
that where
like
that
messing
came?
with you guys.
Remind me to slap you, will you?
Yep.
So who would like to second?
I'll second.
Okay.
All right, very good.